Peace and love, family. Peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual vittles. And today I'm going in on the 3 ways that money grows. Ooh, this is a good one, family. This is a good one. The 3 ways money grows. Ooh. Shout out to the Jade Emperor. All the wealth in our earthly domain flows through his hands. But the 3 ways money grow. A lot of people, before I get into the topic of the 3 ways money grow, I want to talk about detritus. I've mentioned detritus before in a lot of my videos. And detritus is nothing more than spiritual waste. It's in everything. It's in your speech, your actions, sometimes your thoughts, the food you eat, the liquid you drink. It's everywhere. One way that I combat detritus is always saying the miracle prayer. The miracle prayer, the Anabacoa. Before I drink water, before I eat my food, instead of praying to some source, I pray into the food. I send it cymatic tones that will dissolve the amount of detritus that's in there. Yeah. So when you pray or say a divine prayer into a glass of water, you raise the vibration of that water. And when you drink it, it replenishes you on a higher frequency. I do the same thing with my money. But before I get into the detritus of money, I want to break down what detritus is. Detritus is nothing more than spiritual waste. When a hunter sneaks up on a deer before he shoots them with a bow and arrow or a gun, they're very careful not to frighten or make the deer afraid. Because when anything's afraid, it invokes the energy of detritus. And if you scare the deer, that energy of detritus is going to get into that meat. It's going to taint the meat. They don't sneak up on deers just to sneak up on them. They're aware that the meat tastes different when the deer's afraid. So if detritus is in meat, it's in everything. So when you think about money, you don't want to be thinking about, oh man, I don't have money. Oh man, I wish I get money. You don't want to have that low vibratory frequency on your tongue and in your thoughts. You want to act as if you already have the currency. You already have the money. You want to be on that current of wealth. A lot of people don't understand the power of giving. And a lot of rich people give away a lot of money, not because they're being nice or they're generous. Yeah, they do it for tax breaks too. But the majority of the money that people give away is because they're aware of the energy of detritus. It's almost like you have a rotten apple, and you keep that rotten apple in a bushel of other apples. What's going to happen? The rest of the apples will rot. So if you don't give a little portion of your money away, the rest of the money that you have will dissolve and rot. So it's always good to be a giver when it comes to money. You don't have to give large sums away, just a small portion. When you have the understanding that a lot of the money that we use today, whether it's digital, crypto, or tangible fiat, a lot of it's been made in unfavorable ways. And a little bit of that frequency is in your money. Slave trade, not the slave trade, but they have a lot of people that are the slave trade is still going on, unbeknownst to most people. It's still going on. People are getting picked up here in Ohio all the time and never seen or heard from again. Drugs, sex trafficking, all this stuff, criminal activities. A lot of the money that we have floating around in our currency today is being made in unfavorable ways. But in this video, I'm talking about the 3 ways that money grows the legal way. And the money grows no matter how much money you have, how much money you make, or how much money you don't have, it can only grow in 3 ways, the legal way. And that's fixed, indexed, and variable. Now the fixed is like your checking account. It's fixed. It doesn't grow. You get paid from your bank, they tax it. You get paid from your job, they tax it, then you put it into your bank. I don't care if you put $100 or $10 million in your bank. When you put that money in your bank, it's fixed. It's going to grow 0.000 something percent, but that's not much. That's not much at all. It's fixed. It's not designed to grow. It's designed to be liquid and safe. The second way money grows is a variable account, and that's your stock exchange, your 401ks, your 403bs, your IRAs. Anything where money has a parabolic curve, it goes up and down, up and down. That's a variable account. The third way money grows is indexed, and that's what I can help you out with. Index is tax code 7702. It's the only vehicle in America that's tax-free. It's the only vehicle in America where you put your money into the account, you have guaranteed growth, guaranteed gains, and you're guaranteed never to lose anything. It has principal protection. Think of indexing like steps. You walk up a step and you take another step. You walk up a step and you take another step. And how that correlates to the index account is when you put money in an index vehicle like a life insurance policy, it's tied to a stock market stock, a stock exchange stock. And in my case, we use the S&P 500. So as the S&P 500 goes up, your money goes up. When there's a big crash, your money consolidates. Once the stock market rebounds, your money grows up. If there's a big crash, your money consolidates. You're guaranteed to never lose a dime. And I say this all the time, how much money can you afford to lose each year? If you're smart, if you're savvy, or if you understand money, the answer should always be no. The answer should always be no, family. One thing about money is this. If you don't put your money in a vehicle that's going to outpace inflation, it's inevitable. You will run out of money one day. You will run out of money one day. But when you put your money and you diversify your portfolio and you put your money in different vehicles that's being pulled by inflation, your money is going to be pulled up. And when inflation comes up, your money is going to rise with it. I use this analogy. A loaf of bread when I was coming up in the 80s was like a quarter. So for $1, you can get 4 loaves of bread. Fast forward to now, a loaf of bread is what, almost $5? So if you had $100 in the 80s, you can get over 400 loaves of bread. But fast forward to now, you can only get 20 loaves of bread with the same $100. But if you would have invested $100 in the 80s, that $100 would have been pushed up by inflation, and it could be like $1,000 now. So now you can get a whole bunch of bread, family. Do the math. So what I'm telling you is, if you're not putting your money in a vehicle that's going to outpace inflation, you're going to run out of money. If you're not investing in crypto, the stock market, paintings, whatever, real estate, you have to put your money into something. And if you don't know what to do, start doing some research. No one told me anything. I took the time to learn. I went to school to IM Academy for 2 years on how to learn how to invest, how to read the stock market, how to read the candles, understanding what's support and resistance, trending lines, parabolic curves, bullish, bearish, what these terms mean. I had to learn this on my own. And you can too. There's no one stopping you. We're in an information age. You don't have to go to school for anything. The YouTube, Google, it's out there. You can do it. And don't think that, oh, you're too old to learn or you're too young to learn. You're never too old to learn. You're never too old or too young to learn. I know people in their 70s in the life insurance industry, and they're killing the game. Why? Because they're not fighting for their limitations. They're not fighting for their limitations. They've taken themselves off that human wall of suffering, and they're using what they have. And if you're coherent, if you haven't done a lot of drugs or haven't done a lot of drinking, your brain is going to be sharp when you get older. Don't think that when you get older, you're going to lose this. If you've been using it, it's going to get sharp. And these, I don't want to call them old folks, but these seasoned brothers and sisters in their 60s and 70s, they're using all their experience, all their knowledge to maximize their potential in this business that I'm in. If you're young, I don't care if you're young or you're seasoned and old, I'll work with you and shorten your learning curve if you need a change. You have to have some money to invest in yourself, but once you invest in yourself once, you'll never have any overhead in this business. So what I like to do, family, is I would love for you guys to reach out to me in an email, reach out to me on Facebook, reach out to me on Instagram, and I'll reach back out to you, and we can do a free financial consultation so I can see if you have the aptitude to do what I do. If you don't, you definitely need what I have. Everyone needs life insurance. It's the new reparations, family. It's the new reparations. The reason why everyone needs what I have, because no one is immortal. We're all going to transition one day. Why not leave a legacy behind for your family members? Why not? Especially if it wasn't done for you. A lot of you guys out there want to get to that bag, but sometimes the bag isn't for you. Sometimes you have to be the pave maker. Sometimes you have to dig up the ground. When your children come around, they may lay the concrete down. When your grandchildren get here, they'll have a path to walk on, a wealth path to walk on. Don't you want your grandchildren to never have to work again? I'm not saying make them complacent and make them lazy. No, I'm saying prepare them for the future. And the only way for you to learn the money game is for you to be around people who understand the money game, who's making money in the money game. I might not be the one to teach you everything, but I have some millionaires and billionaires on my squad that can divulge information to you that will take you there. So hopefully you got some jewels, family. I appreciate you watching these videos. If you like what I'm saying, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and share it to the world, because it's the mission over the commission for me, family. It's the mission over the commission for me, family. And my email address is chris3huffman@gmail.com. And if you have any ideas of what you want me to talk about, please let me know and I'll do a video on that. But until then, I'm going to keep hitting you guys with the videos about money, about wealth, because I want my audience to have a upper hand on everyone else when it comes to finances. I'm going to divulge all the teachings that I've long learned. Everything that was bequeathed to me, I'm going to bequeath it over to you guys. I'm going to divulge everything because I'm a snitch like that. So on that note, family, I wish you peace and love, and you already know what I'm doing. I'm out here